What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 115 of Real Estate Podcast. What'd you say?
I said, oh shit.
115?
We're getting on up there,
We're getting on up there, dude. I'm here with Griffin.
I'm here with Trav.
And I'm here with Adam.
What did we watch this week?
I don't know, but I wish y'all could hear how good I'm getting at fitting it into that. It was perfect. Y'all can't hear they can't hear the music, guys, but y'all heard it. Y'all know what's up. We watched fucking Shazam.
Shazam.
Yeah.
I wish there was a way to go in there and re-edit every time he yells Shazam, but with the same inflection, be like, God damn!
Yeah. He could say, I said, God damn, what a rush.
Did whenever you guys, I watched it before y'all, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I put in the chat thing, I said, I just finished it.
Yeah, I watched it earlier today, earlier today.
Somebody asked me what I thought about it. I think it was Adam.
Mm-hmm.
And I said that if it wasn't for dude's abilities to act, it would have been a shit show.
Yeah.
Was I wrong?
I know what you meant by that. He did a good job.
He did a really fucking good job, man.
He did a really good job. Here's what I was like. Here's the movie, man. This is the thing. This kind of kid. This is like a kid movie. I mean.
Well, yeah. There's a lot of death and stuff.
Yeah,
too.
But still,
just like,
it was
shit.
It's pretty kiddie.
Yeah.
More so than the others.
Yeah, of course.
I love that it acknowledged the movie big.
Yeah,
that was cool, dude. They had little things in there sprinkled. Because it's like kids, they don't know that.
No.
I mean, that's for the parents.
Yeah.
But I didn't hate it.
No, I thought
didn't hate it. It was
good.
pretty cool. That's a cool idea. Didn't know that's where it was going.
Yeah.
Thought it was cool because at the beginning of the movie, I'm like, I thought this kid, so I'm like, so that's Shazam,
Yeah.
So when does he show up? And then it's like, when you find out later, you're like, oh, like,
yeah,
dude, Mr. Glass would have been so happy. He was like, he'd have been masterminding this shit, like,
yeah,
limited edition.
Here's my biggest problem with the movie. And I don't think that the villain had all those powers that Shazam had. I don't think in the books, I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think he could fly or he was super strong or anything like that. But the idea of him being a vessel for the seven deadly sins was fucking awesome, dude.
That was pretty cool, man.
If they would have made this if they would have went the
darker,
it would have been real fucked up, you know?
Like rated R Shazam.
Yeah, it would have been fucking amazing.
And then use a teenager. I mean, this kid was 14, use a like a 17.
18.
Yeah, an older kid.
Right.
But
I see what you mean though. I mean, it was kind of a kids movie in a lot of ways.
It got real kiddie because at the beginning, up until the carnival, it was kind of Spider-Man kiddie.
Yeah.
What can my powers do? They're making YouTube videos,
which was awesome.
Backing up that Brinks truck,
Yeah, right.
Getting them hits. But then I knew the kid was fucking himself.
Yeah.
I said, this kid's done outed himself. I knew exactly what was going to happen. I was like, all right, they're going to see the kid with him or see him. And it's like, yep, there they are on the news. I knew it was going to happen. I was like, dude, you're like breaking your fucking number one rule here. He even told you. It's a little foreshadowing.
Yeah, right.
I knew that was going to happen. You just saw that coming a mile away.
Yeah.
And then I knew that when he went to the mother's house, wasn't going to be good.
No, not at all.
Because I was like, she didn't find you for a reason, buddy.
Yeah, for real.
But he needed that to go back and kick that thing's ass.
Yeah,
he needed to see that.
No, I agree, and you're right. And then I wasn't expecting them to go like full Marvel family at the end there.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Full Shazam family, whatever you call it.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were talking about it at the lunchroom table. See, that's when it got real kiddie.
Whenever
they all
siblings,
morphed.
Yeah, they all went Power Rangers on them.
They all went full Shazam.
But it's one of those things where, like, I didn't hate it that they did that.
No, it was cool. It was just like, okay.
Yeah. But at the same time, like, that fight in the city, whenever dude shows up the first time, whenever he catches the bus,
yeah,
and them fighting through the city and stuff was awesome.
Fuck the city, save the day.
Yeah.
But really, it was like, fuck the city, get away.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You could tell he was a kid because he kept taking the motherfucker, like, into large crowds. It's like, nah, dude, you're not supposed to do that.
No, hell no. But,
fuck the city, get away.
I was hoping the fight at the end would have been a little bit more, you know, I don't like spectacular. I guess you'd say. Die. Well, not just that, but like I wish it would have just. My thing with fighting and the two heroes fighting flying together is like Man of Steel did it good.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of movies where you have two characters that are fighting one another that are flying that can pull it off successfully.
It reminded me of that scene too.
Yeah, but they didn't pull it off right because there wasn't enough carnage. There wasn't enough damage. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it seemed to me like that first fight was like better than the last fight.
Yeah,
and there wasn't even that much fighting.
Yeah, that first fight with them going into the ground and this,
was
that,
the
and
long
the other.
night.
Yeah, and then the second fight was the
King's Landing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was.
I don't know. They didn't burn the city down, but
they should have.
So this is a comic book.
Yeah.
Cool
One
story.
One of the oldest comic book characters ever.
So there's some wizards.
Yeah.
I just thought that was cool because he was like, find me a champion.
Yeah.
You are the champion.
So, and the champion that they were talking about that they gave the power to that turned on them was Black Adam.
Okay.
That's who The Rock is playing. Yeah. And because there's only what?
Shit, dude. They're going to link these together then, right?
They're supposed to. So, because Black Adam's supposed to be getting his own standalone film, and then Shazam got his own standalone film. And weren't there were 7 wizards, right? But there's only 6 of them.
Yeah, there
at the
6.
end. Yeah.
Well,
I think so.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, you're right. There was one,
including him, right?
Yeah, including him. There were 6 of them, right?
Let's see. The older girl, fat boy,
Asian kid,
Timmy.
Yeah.
Asian kid, the little black girl, and then who was the other one?
Him.
Oh yeah.
So Black Adam's the 7th. Yeah. So
I don't even know how he put that together though. When he was standing there looking at everything, and he heard what that guy said to him.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, I can't. I didn't even put that together, and I'm fucking a grown up. You know,
right?
Like,
yeah.
Because I would have been like, because here's my thing. To me, if you grab the staff, he was like, here's your cane back, sir. If you grab the staff and say Shazam, you take his power.
Yeah, that's what I was
thinking. But then he
too.
dies. So I was like, no, don't do that, dude.
No.
But it was fun. It was fun.
Well, maybe because they are quote unquote worthy.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe
I thought at the beginning, whenever he met the wizard, and the wizard was like, what was it? What was his name? Billy Batson. He's like, how you know my name? He gave him this story long time ago,
Yeah.
And that fucking dude in the 3 turtleneck shirt from the Mighty Boosh was in the background playing that long night, But he's like, a long time ago, blah, blah, blah. And then he comes down there and he's like, nah, dude, I'm not a hero. There are no heroes. Like, no one's pure. I was like, right answer.
Yeah.
That's the right answer.
It is.
Because, like the other kid was like, I'm it. I'm the chosen one. It's like, nah, dude, wrong answer. There is no one that's pure. Like, you'll never find, someone with a pure heart. You'd have to get a baby.
Yeah.
And how's that gonna work out? You know.
A baby turning into an adult.
But there was some funny ass shit, dude. Like them going and getting the kid, them going in the store.
Yeah.
Oh
like,
man.
You know, wait a minute, we gotta figure out. Yeah, he's like, we gotta figure out if it's just his clothes or shoot his face, and then he gives the gun back to him. He's like, let me film it. I mean, this was funny.
Yeah.
You said something.
It had a.
Right.
It had a lot of.
It had a what?
It had a lot of.
God damn, y'all. Take a number.
I think I'm getting some delay on my end.
We'll go. What you got, Trev? Go for it.
I mean, I was just agreeing on how it was. I mean, I agree with a lot of what you said with the fight, though. It could have been better. I don't know. It's like it was trying to keep pace with the amount of damage they were able to try to like subvert, I guess.
Yeah.
And tone it down from how much collateral damage there was in Man of Steel, because like Zod and Soup straight fuck Metropolis.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw that too.
But I mean, the lighter tone wasn't terrible.
Wasn't that bad?
I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
It was fun.
Well, it was that dude's acting though.
It was
real.
good.
Yeah,
dude.
that's the.
Like you really believe.
I don't know who that guy is, but they did a good job by picking his ass.
Yeah.
Kid played him wasn't that bad either, but
I like how they utilized Batman in the movie by using his Batarang as like some sort of pseudo MacGuffin, I guess.
Well, dude, when he was running through that mall, he picked him up. He's like, "Batman, save me!" He throws Batman at him. It's like, dude, you're a superhero.
Yeah.
But they're just reminding you, like, he's just a kid.
Yeah.
He didn't know how strong he was either. Like, that's the thing. He was still scared. Like,
yeah.
Like, clearly, he's stronger than the other guy.
Yeah.
He just doesn't know it. And they told him that. They were like, we got to kill him before he figures out how strong he is and what he can do.
Yeah.
But the shit with the door, all this stuff, man, was cool as fuck. Like,
they're going to have to pump out some sequels quick, smart, before that kid gets older.
When they open that door and those fucking alligator-headed people start running towards it, that was great.
Did you see the tribute to the Mist?
I did. Is that what that was? That thing come out after him?
That little tentacle thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was looking on IMDb, and that was a tribute that I think the director threw in there to the Mist.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So it could be linked, Trav. Shazam, Stephen King.
Oh shit!
He's gonna show up at The Shining.
Oh my God!
Where'd all this blood come from?
Yeah, guys.
Someone's got some heavy flow.
Yeah. A lot of people said that they liked it more than Aquaman. Would you agree?
Who said that?
I've heard a lot of people say that. I think Kevin Smith even said that. I think he did.
To me, Aquaman had a grander scope.
Yeah.
Like with all the different kingdoms of Atlantis, or
the scenery,
you call it, like
battle at the end, like
it had a whole lot more going on. And Shazam was too personal of a movie.
Yeah.
Well, you could tell this was like the Spider-Man one.
Like that.
It just had a real Spider-Man feel to it, dude. You know, is that their Spider-Man?
Yeah,
you know, this real kind of kiddie-like guy he's young at heart, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, in a way, yeah. That's
the way it felt, man. It felt like I was watching, and by that I mean like the newer Spider-Mans.
Yeah.
You know how that guy is. He's all upbeat, and
it
just kind of felt like that. Like, remember when him and his buddy was testing the suit out, and, you know, his buddy wanted to put it on, and...
I felt like a lot there were probably a lot of decisions that the filmmakers thought would be a cool idea that maybe Warner Brothers were like, nah, we're not doing that.
Yeah, we're trying to sell toys.
Stuff that would have, the more outlandish shit that would have made it cool,
Like they're like, we need to keep it. You can tell that someone wanted to keep it.
When you think about it, when you they allowed enough of it to trickle in.
Yeah.
Like having Mr. Mind show up at the very fucking end.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, that wasn't the guy. That wasn't the villain the whole time.
That was that fucking caterpillar that was in that jar it kept cutting to.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. In the wizard's lair.
I didn't even. I saw that jar, but I didn't know it had a caterpillar in it.
Yeah.
So who the fuck is he?
He's I had to look him up. Like I was like, who the fuck is this? And he's like he's an old fucking villain of Shazam's, and
why was
I guess they wanted to tease it. That's just what he's from another planet.
Yeah.
Okay. Man.
Yeah.
Can't argue with that.
Right.
Planet Caterpillar.
They did a lot of right with this movie, though.
Yeah.
I wasn't like super pissed.
No.
Like I was with Wonder Woman.
What was at the end? Is that where you guys, when you're watching it, you're having a good time? You're right in there with them. You're like, what else can you do? You know, like,
yeah.
You know, you just right in there with them. And then when it gets to the end, you're like, okay. I mean, I didn't hate it, but I will say this. Do y'all remember at the beginning when he first gets his powers and he's hanging out with Timmy? Sorry, I keep calling him that. Don't remember his name. But I was like, can he heal this kid? Can he do something? Did y'all think that? Like, can he fix him?
Well, I knew he couldn't do anything like that.
Well, he kind of did, though.
Well, yeah.
Because now, aren't they like superheroes forever? Right?
Yeah.
Because they have a layer now. I mean, they just set this up. We just got the origin story.
Yeah.
There's gonna be more movies for sure.
My thing is like Shazam has, it's an acronym, right?
Really?
Yeah. It's like, hold on, I'll have to pull it up.
I will say this: they spent $100 million on it and made $361 million. So that ain't chump change.
We'll get more.
All right. So Shazam means, find it. I used to know what it was.
Why are you looking for it? Do y'all remember when the wizard came down and he was like talking to him, and he said, "Say my name, Shazam," and he went, and the wizard was like, "Damn you, boy!" Like he's like, "Motherfucker, you gotta save the world."
Yeah.
I don't think he really understood the gravity of the situation.
No.
Until dude shows up, because he was out there. He was like, dude, after they like went in that store trying to get the beer and shit, he's sitting up there at the top of those steps in Philadelphia, and he's like, "No wonder Rocky trained so hard to get up these steps. Look at this view." That's what he said.
Yeah, no,
that's funny,
I
man.
Lost it. Yeah.
No wonder he trained so hard. This view.
So here's what Shazam means. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Wisdom of Solomon, strength of Hercules, stamina of Atlas, power of Zeus, courage of Achilles, speed of Mercury.
So all that, he said that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my thing is, and I don't know this, but whenever he did the thing with the kids at the end, did they only get one?
That's the way they made it seem.
Yeah.
Because he was like, "You're really fast." Like, he's got them all.
Yeah.
Because he's like the holder. He's the key master,
Yeah.
And then the girl was really fast. The Chinese kid was really strong.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
The one kid could fly.
Yeah. Like, you could tell that was it. They all got one of those.
Yeah.
And then he got, let's see that. Well, that's only 6, dude. If you look at Shazam, that's 6.
So, well, could they all do the electricity?
I
Did
can't
they?
remember if I saw him do that.
I know that we saw it from a couple of them, but I'm thinking that they all shared that. So they would all share the power of Zeus, and then the rest of it. One's super strong, super fast, can fly.
Well, they all
and
get
one,
you know, like the old gods. You got
yeah,
one that can fly, one that can do this, one, which is pretty cool. And then he could do it all.
yeah.
He's like Superman. No, I liked it.
was.
I can't. I'll watch another one
Oh yeah,
for
for
sure.
sure.
Like, but
Especially,
go ahead.
especially if they're gonna bring the Rock into it as Black Adam. That's gonna be.
I feel like it'll get a little darker too. Not like, real dark, like Dark Knight Rises dark, but I feel like this was just the origin story.
Yeah.
Showing where he came from, and the whole time they're just trying to put this in your head, like, yo, this is a kid.
Yeah.
And they did a good job of that.
Yeah.
How do I get out of the suit? Shazam,
Yeah. Gotta sneak me in.
Well, when he ran in the bathroom, he was like, how do I get out of the suit? Shazam. What was cool
That guy
was
comes
when
running out.
The bathroom.
Yeah, that was fucking hilarious.
One of the cooler when he transformed into Shazam was when he was at the carnival and he was running towards the dude, and the kid just screamed Shazam, blah, and it turned into him.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Oh, they've made all of his entrances were really cool, and even the funnier ones.
Yeah. He's up there like, what is it? Lightning hands. Lightning hands. And they're throwing dollars in the dude. He's up there like, I'm making money, man. I'm working. Oh, I felt bad when he left his buddy hanging. But did y'all feel this way too? Like they did a good job at making you feel like this kid was too much. You could feel it. He was just like, he was like obsessed. Like, it's like, all right, man, calm down, dude. Like, just chill. Like,
yeah.
But that scene, like when they were outside the school, he's like, "You're gonna show up, aren't you?" Huh? And he was just like, "I made you." You didn't. Like,
yeah, motherfucker.
So they did a good job. Like, I even felt that way. I was just like, "Yeah, this motherfucker needs to take a hike for a minute." Like, but I knew like he was gonna go away. Something was gonna happen. He'd have to come back. Like, we've seen enough of these to know. You know what's happening. Like, we've seen this movie, before.
Yeah.
But I figured they were gonna beat him up real bad. But when they pull up out front, they get out and you hear something. They turn around. He's like, "Where's your truck, bro?" Your trunk, mine.
That was Kyle and his friend Chad.
Yeah, Kyle and Chad. Maybe Tucker borrowed it, Dad.
The way those fuckers pulled up on the curb every damn time.
Almost run that motherfucker over.
Yeah, right.
And they got mad because his shit was scratched. Dude, that little, what was that, a little arm? What do they call those things?
Crutches?
It's like the one you put your hand in, though, instead of your, instead of you put in your armpit. Put your hand, a little hand crutch. That's what it's called.
Jimmy?
Oh, was it Jimmy? I kept saying Timmy. It is Jimmy. Jimmy! So he had his little Jimmy with him. That Jimmy left one hell of a scratch, a little bit like higher than it didn't even reach that high. Like,
no.
I was like, plot hole.
Yeah.
I marked it on the paper.
Your email and Warner Brothers.
I liked it. The movie was about 2 hours long.
Could have been long.
Change. Yeah, dude. The whole time I was watching, I was just like, it didn't even feel.
But it didn't feel like it was. Yeah.
I could have handled a 2 hour and 30. 2 hour 30 minutes, 45 minutes, something like that. I could have handled that.
Yeah.
That's how you know when you enjoy it.
Yeah, the movie it left me wanting to watch more about this character.
Yeah. Well,
they did that on purpose.
Well, they said that Shazam doesn't even appear in the movie until 45 minutes into it. And it didn't feel like you were watching it.
That's right.
that long, you know?
Nah, because you're watching this kid and you're like, what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
All right, we didn't touch on this. All this research this dude was doing, when it finally cut to this lab and this Chinese chick's on the screen, and she's like, I saw these numbers, and this dude was there, and he was like, are you my champion? And it's like, whoa, this is happening to, like, he's desperate for a champion.
Yeah.
And this dude, his whole life, when his dad turned, see, I thought his dad died in a car wreck.
Yeah, I did too.
And I thought that's why he turned into this.
Yeah.
That he wanted to find that wizard and kill him.
Because
he killed his dad, you know. Avenge my father, you know.
Father!
But when his dad turned around and was like, you know, you little wormy, worthless, like, you'll never be nothing.
Yeah.
That's what did it right there. Like, from that moment on. And his dad apparently owned this big company, was a very rich man.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, from that moment on, he was just like, I'll have that shit, and he was gonna Thanos this shit, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck everybody.
He failed.
He did.
Like a bitch.
See, we didn't even see what happened to him, right? Like, he didn't die. He didn't let him die.
No, they put him in that mental institution.
So that was him at the end.
Yeah.
Right. See, that's what I thought. Now, what are y'all talking about seeing a caterpillar?
Yeah, at the very end, you know, where he's writing all those symbols on the walls.
Is the caterpillar in there with him?
It's in that vent talking to him.
Oh, okay. Telling him what to write.
No, just telling him that, like, I could use someone like you, basically, you know, that whole humdrum spiel. Yeah.
I might have had the bell right before that clip ended. I guess I didn't. I thought it was him writing, and it was over, and I was sitting there watching it, and I paused it, and I was like, okay, that was it.
There was another clip after that.
Huh?
Yeah, there was 2 post-credit scenes.
The one where he's eating lunch.
No, there was another one after that.
What was that?
They were in the house doing something, I think. I can't remember. I think they were in the... Oh, he said he was holding a goldfish bowl up to his face. And he was, like, talking to the fish, like, oh, you have crippling depression, like, all this stuff. And, you know, the kid with the crutch was like, can you really do that? And he's like, no. What kind of superhero want to talk to fish? Yeah. And he had an Aquaman shirt on, and he points at it, and he goes, so you can control an army of billions of fish in the sea? And he goes, yeah, that's a pretty cool superpower. And then it cuts off. So it's like an Aquaman type deal.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
The scene where the kid sits down to eat lunch.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, here we go. He's going to come in and sit down with him because the whole school fucking, you know.
Yeah.
And he did, man. I felt good for the kid. I'm like, I know it's just a movie, but.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, man, you were being a dick earlier, and you were getting a little bit out of hand, dude.
But we brought it all back.
But, you know, I didn't even think about that, man. You're right. Like, I remember looking at the time, and I'm 30 minutes into the movie, and it's still just this kid.
Yeah.
Running around. So, yeah, I'd say another 15 minutes after that because he got on the subway. And
yeah.
That was pretty cool. Everybody just disappeared.
Yeah.
They got snapped out.
It was kind of amazing.
Yeah.
Like, that we went that long without actually seeing him. Yeah.
So the kid did a good job too, even though he wasn't in the movie as much as, you know, the other guy. What's his name?
Zachary Levi.
Do we know him? Oh, what? I recognize that name.
Hold on.
He's been in some shit, right?
Let me go to the IMDb.
What he's been in, because
every time I type in IMDb, it's trying to get me to go look at Idiocracy for some fucking reason. It's like, you might like this movie. I'm like, staying it.
Baiting.
Yeah, go away, bite. All right, Zachary Levi was in.
Yeah, what do we know him from? Anything?
Tangled, the series, Kingdom Hearts 3, The Marvelous Miss Maisel.
That's that new show on, what you call it? Hulu or something. Showtime.
Bloodfist. Psych, he was in that. The Star. Thor Ragnarok, he was in that.
Nothing
Lego
really, man.
Jurassic
Nothing.
World.
He didn't have a big. This is his first leading role in a feature, right? Because all that stuff you've named, he's like red shirt.
A lot of TV movies and voice work. He was in Chuck from He played Chuck. He was the guy that played Chuck.
I don't know what movie you're talking about. Chuck.
No, that TV series. That TV series that was on USA.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He played Chuck.
Wow, he looks. Yeah, that's him.
He looks different, right?
Yeah, looks like young.
5
dude.
seasons.
Okay. Same hair,
91 episodes. Yeah. Then he did a lot of video game stuff. He was in Fallout New Vegas.
It's a lot of voiceover work.
Yeah. A lot of TV, movie, and voiceover stuff.
Well, he did a good job.
Yeah.
I mean, the movie was good, but he took it. He carried it a long way.
Yeah.
With me, I was just like, yeah, they couldn't have picked anybody better than this, really.
No. He was born in 1980.
And he looked like a superhero.
Yeah.
I mean, he fit it, dude. When he popped up first time Shazam, I'm just like, yeah, dude. Cape could be a little longer, but okay.
Yeah. Well, that's the Shazam cape, though.
Yeah. He's like, why didn't anybody tell me I was wearing pansy red booties?
Yeah, right.
He was just walking through the town, charging phones and shit.
Well, now that they've introduced Shazam, it's going to be interesting seeing him team up with some of the other more OP superheroes, because they're gonna have to raise the stakes if they ever do that or try to do that again.
Yeah.
And I'm all for it. Now here's the thing. If we bring in Shazam, now what do you mean by that? Him teaming up with like other heroes or villains? Are we talking standalone movies or movies where he teams up with other heroes?
I'm thinking like for crossover type movies.
All right, for that. Now I'm just throwing this out there. I feel like if we're gonna do that, let's just do Shazam and leave the crew at home.
Yeah.
Right? I don't want them to bring the crew.
Yeah.
The crew's not terrible, but
he
can do everything that they can do.
Yeah. I think the crew is going to be something that shows up.
Yeah, that's base station.
And shit gets rough, you know?
He's like, I got backup if I need it.
It would be interesting if they, like, I'm reading what do you call it? I'm reading a story right now called The Kingdom, which is the sequel to the Kingdom Come story arc in DC.
Yeah.
And it deals with this character that's killing Superman throughout the timeline. And one of the people behind it is this super group of villains called the Quintessence. And I know. But one of the members of that group is actually Shazam, like the wizard, or the original wizard.
Oh wow.
The black dude?
Yeah.
Who was this guy? Because he did a pretty good job too.
The black guy?
Yeah. He did pretty good.
I'm gonna go back.
I don't think I've ever seen him I didn't recognize his face. Like, he kind of favors Bifrost dude a little bit, you know.
Get to the Bifrost.
Yeah. But he did a good job, and he was, you know, he was on point. I believed him.
Trying to find him.
I was like, cool story, bro. If you were Shazam, when you left which they said, now we found our lair. They had him a lair.
Yeah.
They were going to use that as home base. I would have carried the staff with me. I'm like, shit, that's part of it.
He broke it.
He broke it at the end of the movie, but
Yeah.
when he first left there, I was like, he might need that to fight. It's good that he broke it, though, because now the powers, they can't be transferred, right?
Right.
So who's going to protect the sins? Like,
Well, they're trapped.
in that thing, but all the dude did before was just put his hand in there and pull them out. Like,
Yeah. Well, nobody can get there except for if you know the code.
well, what was he doing in that fucking cell, man?
He's trying to figure the code
Well,
out.
well, it would be a practice in futility anyway now, because in order to have Shazam passed on to other people, you gotta
need the
touch that
staff,
staff,
and
and he
that's
broke
gone.
it.
But you could still get the demons. Diamonds. I thought it was cool how the thing
I
went
like
in
that
his
they.
eye.
I like that
That was
they.
neat.
I like that they wrote that. I like how they destroyed that possible plot point from being used. You know what I mean? Like, what's
Like
this
we
movie?
never
Oh,
have to
someone-
worry about that again.
Well, you don't have to worry about it being overpopulated with Shazams.
Yeah. Well, they could come up with something.
I'm sure they can go mystical and have some crazy shit.
Time travel.
I can't find that guy on IMDb.
It's all right.
No, I liked it. I mean, I didn't like it as much as
Aquaman.
no.
Yeah, I don't agree with that statement. I don't know who.
No.
I mean,
But
it's fighting words.
I did enjoy it a lot. I thought that it was for a DC outing, and DC gets a lot of hate. I enjoyed the shit out of it. DC gets a lot of unprecedented hate, you know, except for Wonder Woman. Fuck that movie.
Yeah. It's got a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. Pretty good.
Shazam?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I already told y'all it made its money back, and
Yeah.
some.
Which I'm fine with. Like,
Yeah.
I would watch more.
Oh yeah, I will.
I kind of wish it was a TV series.
Yeah.
You know, like I would.
This is the kind of shit. This is TV series material right here, and I don't mean that because it was shitty.
No.
I just mean
But with
because you want
family
more
and all
of it.
Yeah. I think that with the family aspect of it, and then the multiple Shazams and all this stuff going on, I think that that it would have been well at home on CW with the rest of those shows. But you know, it is what it is.
Check it
I
out.
guess
Aquaman got a 65 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, but look what Black Panther got.
You're right.
Though. I'm just saying.
Also made $1.1 billion. So
Yeah. Worth it.
yeah.
So.
What were you saying?
CW. Yeah, I think it would have been right at home on CW if they did this as. But I think that CW, the TV, is afraid to have heroes that powerful on TV. Even though they're doing Supergirl, I do feel like that they are afraid to have some. Because I mean, look at Smallville.
Yeah.
I mean, we never saw Smallville at its full potential, right?
I never watched it, but I know that show was really big.
Yeah, I watched a lot of it. I didn't watch all of it though.
I remember back in the day they run the promos. I know it was big. Like people that didn't even give a fuck about comic books watched that show.
Yeah,
Pulled them in.
it was good. So, we all want to rate it.
What was cool was at the end when the kid was sitting there and Superman comes up. So
Yeah,
Shazam comes to eat with him and Superman.
Yeah.
So he's legendary status for the rest of the fucking,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Legend.
y'all go ahead, drop something.
What you got, Trev?
I give it a full star, man. It's not as good as Aquaman. It's not as good as Man of Steel, but it's better than the other ones.
Agreed.
Agreed.
You think it's better than Batman v Superman Deluxe Collectors, whatever?
Well,
What?
it had a better. It had let me break it down.
Break
It
it
had a
down.
better since with the angle that it took. It had the stronger third act than Batman versus Superman.
Right. I got you.
But in defense, and its third act final battle still trumps the shit out of pretty much all of the DCU ones besides maybe Aquaman's final battle.
Yeah.
I don't even know why people are comparing it to Aquaman because they're two different.
Because they're in the same universe.
Yeah, but it's like.
Well, I mean, that's like people.
Day.
Well, that's like people, comparing like, Thor and Captain America.
Yeah.
Like, it's completely different.
Completely different.
Yeah. But it happens though.
I'll give it a star.
Yeah.
It gets a star from me for sure.
Yeah,
I pretty much already said everything I gotta say about it. I mean, I can start over and kiss its ass some more, but
no,
I liked it.
More.
I wanted the movie to be longer. Like when it got to the end of the movie, I was just like, oh shit, man! Like could have handled a little more of that. Like,
right.
And that's good, man. When the movie's 2 hours and when you get to the end, you just like could have watched more.
Yeah.
That's how you know it was good.
Testament.
I'm glad that everyone liked it because that means we'll get more.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm saying though: if all these people liked it, why didn't it make more money? It made enough money, but why didn't it make more? It didn't make Aquaman money.
I really liked how they balanced the fact that Billy had his character development running parallel to his origins as with the newfound power.
They did.
Yeah. They're getting really good on these origins.
I liked how they did that.
It was good, man, and I knew when they were like, "We found your mom," I was like, "This is what you need. You need to go see." I knew, dude. I knew when he go see his mom. She wasn't fucking. She's like, she's out to lunch.
And I enjoyed the movie's overall message that it's really your perspective on life that change. You know what I mean? That you can change it. You have the power of choice.
Dude, he gave her that compass.
It's all feel good, family friendly.
He gave her that compass, and he said, "I think you're gonna need this
more. Yeah.
Because you need to find yourself." That's, you know what I'm saying? I was like, "Fucking right, dude." And I go kick that motherfucker's ass.
Yeah.
Good movie, dude. Recommend it. Watch it. It's a fucking silly goose time.
Silly goose time.
Wasn't it?
Well, like, even how, like, they, the movie's Shazam, obviously, it's going to have all the superhero moments and stuff. But they really did a good job of keeping Billy's development as, like, that's the story here.
Yeah. Because it's the same person. That's the thing about it. Like, even though he's an adult, like a big person, whatever you want to call him, he's still the same mentality of a child.
He's still he's still just a 14-year-old kid that don't have a clue yet, really.
You don't have a clue, dude. They did a good job with that.
And they balanced the best. I think they did as good a job as any writing team could with trying to balance out the levels of a kid that like the different levels of maturity that a kid can hold on to and is able to comprehend.
Yeah. Well,
And I don't know, they did a good job with blending that in with the superhero element.
yeah. This was one of the stronger origin stories.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I don't consider like Aquaman to really be an origin story because we got him
Yeah,
in
a few movies ago.
yeah. So
And I mean, and at the end of the day, Aquaman's also a very typical a typical example of just be yourself type of movie, you know.
yeah,
Well, the thing with Aquaman
Which
was I
there's nothing,
felt like they drug
there's
his
nothing
origin
wrong with
story
it
out
with it.
a little bit. You know, they drag it, they drug it out a little more. This
yeah,
one was just bam.
Well, I mean, Aquaman had a significantly more a significant amount more of world building
Yeah,
than Shazam did. I'm pretty sure Shazam was in like I think there were maybe like what 5 or 6 different sets
yeah,
that they went through.
it was
Like there
pretty
wasn't
small,
a
dude.
lot of setting. There wasn't a lot of setting changing. Like I found myself seeing them at a lot of the same places throughout the movie.
Yeah. How do y'all think they did for that 100 mil on that budget? That's pretty good, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
What y'all think about the
Well,
creatures?
I like
well I
him.
mean, yeah. I mean, I could tell that like they made sure that with the budget they had, they made sure to utilize the fact that this kid can Shazam in and out when he wants to.
Yeah,
And I'm glad they gave it to us a good bit. You know, I mean, like he
he did it
utilized
a
that
lot.
shit.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, yeah, it wasn't
Well,
like
what was
he,
awesome was when he figured out how to do it while he was fighting.
Yeah,
which I think was integral to how good uh, Zachary Levi's performance as Shazam was, because as they were, you know, as they would Shazam in and out throughout a scene, they kept the same.
They kept it that
You know
pace,
what I
dude.
mean?
That yeah, it's almost like
Like they
it was the
didn't.
same person.
Yeah, like you could tell that Homeboy had a good grasp on how the kid was, you know, keeping his acting
Well,
in tandem
what's
to
crazy
where
is
you could still believe that like that
it's the same
Zachary
person.
Levi's he's just like he's just part of the costume.
Yeah.
yeah,
What was
Like
crazy?
you know,
Do y'all remember when that thing was holding him? It
Yeah.
grabbed him. You know, he tried to Superman punch through it, and he went through it, and he was like, "Oh shit!" Remember that? He had that "oh shit" in slow motion face, like "fuck, I'm going through it," and then it grabs him,
yeah,
and he's like, "Nah, Shazam!" And it, you know, a little bit of lightning, so he let it go. Dude does a fucking barrel roll through his legs, comes out on the other side, Shazam's back into it, like.
yeah,
Or when he was in the mall trying to get away from dude, he was just like, "Fuck this, Shazam," you know.
yeah. I'm
And then
out,
blends
man.
in with the crowd. But when he would come out on the other side of it, it's like it was the same person, dude. And what you have to think about is when they film this, the kids filming. All right, cut. Move the cameras. Bring in, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's not like it was all one take. Like they just, I mean, he had to copy that. He had to get, you know, he did a good job. He can be Shazam in my book. He's Shazam forever.
yeah.
At least until he gets tired of playing, until he makes fucking $1 billion. Like
Agreed.
he ain't gonna make Robert Downey Jr. money, but
He might 300 mil.
he'll
It'd
be
make
mad.
money.
But I
Yeah,
feel like maybe the next one, you know, it's not gonna be as lighthearted forever.
right.
'Cause this was our he's a kid movie. Like they're, you know, he's gonna have to grow the fuck up.
Yeah. It'd be nice if the next one they had a time jump where
Oh yeah,
where the kids are all off doing their own shit. Because you know the one girl got accepted into college.
yeah.
So if he's 14 and they do a time jump of
Let's say
4
he's
or 5
20.
years, yeah. I mean, you know, that'd be an interesting way to do it. I don't think they will, but
I
man,
don't
I'm
know if
sorry.
y'all got any movie news, but I do have a couple of trailers I'd like to throw in here at the end.
Well, before we transition to that, one thing that I wanted to talk about was, since we're on the DC dick over here,
Yeah, we're riding it hard, ain't we?
what about we haven't talked about this. Sparkles himself getting cast as Batman.
Oh shit, dude, the internet broke.
Yeah,
But here's the
big
thing.
time.
Here's all I'm gonna say, dude. This dude's an actor.
Yeah.
He's an actor, man. He's already proven that he's a good actor. You know?
Yeah.
The only people that are bitching about him being Batman are the people that could not stand that fucking movie. Just hated. And Griffin, I know you didn't like it. But you didn't Twilight.
Oh no, I watched it.
But here's the thing.
I know he's a good actor.
Yeah, it ain't I mean, hell, he's not gonna be a sparkling vampire playing Batman. It's you know what I mean? Like, you just got all these people that are hating on it right now. They're hating on it hard, dude. They're just like, no.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's happening, dude. Like, don't ruin this for the rest of us like you did the other Batman.
Yeah.
I believe.
Well, I feel like the one thing that we can take away from it is that with them casting someone as young as Robert Pattinson's as his name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Them casting him at that age means we're gonna have probably at least maybe an action-packed Batman.
He's a young Batman. He's not old and beat up.
A lot of going down. A lot of using his like grappling the fuck out of places, fucking all kinds of shit.
Yeah. Well, I still want, and I know a lot of people want this too. I still want a straight detective story. You know?
Yeah. Bruce Wayne.
Well, not just Bruce Wayne, but I would like one movie to be about 2 hours, 2.5 hours long, and the whole time it's him trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, like him trying to solve a case,
like a lot of Batcave moments.
Yeah, a lot of it, like him and Alfred talking, him investigating something, him showing up, have to fuck somebody up to get some information. You know what I'm saying? Because you think about it, in the world that we live in right now, you could do a Batman movie, incorporate 5 of his major villains into it, and just have them as stop-off points for Batman to go to try to solve this puzzle.
Yeah, riddles,
and not,
if you will.
Yeah, well, but you know what I mean, though.
Yeah.
Like,
We'll do it. Well, I mean, you could transition it in a way, or present it in a way, just like a detective goes out in the streets and finds and tracks down his informants.
He goes full Dick
to get
Tracy.
to the bottom of.
Yeah.
To find out what's going on. Like, he goes into, and it usually would probably equate to maybe a couple of the villains. He rolls up and they're like, "What the fuck do you want?"
Yeah, yeah.
I think we'll eventually get it.
And then have 1 or 2 of the villains that when he shows up, like, he's got to beat their fucking ass before he can even get a word in.
Yeah, which I'm fine with. I would love to have a already pre-established. If they would give Batman the same treatment that they gave Spider-Man, where you go into it, he's already Spider-Man. Yeah. He's already somebody. Let's cut out the origin story. Let's cut out. We
already know it.
Yeah, let's cut all that shit out. Let's go full Batman. Villains are already established. They're already in Gotham. There's some shit going down.
What if they went TV show with it, but high quality production?
Well, I heard that Gotham was fucking amazing.
Yeah, a lot of people like it. Travis said it was good.
So I'm okay
but
with it.
That you could do more.
Yeah.
You could have a season dedicated to a villain
solving a case.
Yeah,
it'd be like Dexter almost.
Yeah,
him trying to figure out who the fuck is fucking with him.
Because I feel like with that's a slow burn.
Yeah.
That's fucking True Detective. You gotta We
Yeah.
need time. We gotta. He's going to crime scenes and picking up hair and taking it back to his fucking bat cave and.
Wouldn't it be amazing if they got that guy that did True Detective to write a
Oh
Batman
my
movie?
god!
Yeah, let's start that petition.
Holy shit, dude! What would the
I'll
twist
just-
be?
He would. No, he would. No, I'll tell you right now. He would be perfect to adapt the fucking Dark Knight Returns because that could be shot like True fucking Detective, and it would be amazing.
Yeah,
Should we start a petition?
I mean, why not?
I mean, who wouldn't sign that?
And here's the
Exactly.
thing: mash up the Dark Knight with Returns with, um, the fucking what's the shit? The Long Halloween. Like, just do like a movie that's just really, it deals with the Robin character.
Yeah,
Like they teased it a lot in the other
They
movies,
did.
and I wish they would have fucking
They tickled the balls.
went full on with it. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be crazy if we started that petition and then, like, 2 years from now, he had to make that fucking movie because they offered him an ungodly amount of
happened.
money that
yeah.
he couldn't turn it down? And it's like, you're sitting there watching it, and you're like, this movie is
We
on the
made
screen
this.
right now because we were like,
Like,
this guy needs to make it, and the internet
Yeah.
fucking
Like,
showed up and
imagine-
showed out.
imagine a badass long shot or whatever the where you just there's no camera cuts.
steady
Is that
cam.
what that's called?
Yeah, that long
Yeah,
shot
steady
deal.
cam. Imagine a steady cam shot of Batman making his way into fucking Riddler's shit, his penthouse, whatever you want to call it, and then having to fight his fucking way out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, imagine
Like,
imagine doing a Batman shot like they did when they introduced Hawkeye in Endgame. Him
Yeah.
fucking those Japanese guys up.
Yeah.
One continuous shot. That was fucking amazing. You could do that with Batman easy.
Good, dude.
You could do the hallway fight from Daredevil with Batman. You know what I'm saying? Like Marvel's doing it right. DC needs to take note of that. You know?
I
They're
still
trying
gotta
so
say
hard
the
to
one,
be their own thing.
even though the Dark Knight and Batman '89 are like creme de la creme Batman movies,
Yeah.
Batman versus Superman's warehouse scene is still one of the best
Oh,
Batman
man.
action moments when he
Yeah.
beats the fucking piss out of those goons there.
Yeah.
The way the explosion syncs up with the
Yeah,
music, just
dude.
all that. That was fucking dope.
He was kicking ass, man. Kicking
Yeah.
ass.
I would still be okay if they took some of the ideas that were introduced in Batman v Superman and expanded on them, like
Yeah.
the whole Robin, Joker. You know, if they recreated that story, the death in the family
Yeah,
thing.
because that's like a prequel.
Yeah, I mean, they could do that, and he would be a younger version of.
Well,
What's
they
his
could
name?
even. Well, I mean, they could even do something if they wanted to veer off from being too Frank Miller, I guess. They could use the whole idea of the Jason Todd story as a launch pad to explain that Dick Grayson's Nightwing, obviously at this point.
Yeah,
So I mean, they could go so far as to establish like Batman Inc. and everything.
yeah, and I would be okay with that. So I'm okay with it. I think a lot of people are freaking out for no particular reason.
It's gonna be okay.
Yeah, I think
Just
that
like
they're
Ben Affleck. The only reason we didn't get our fucking Ben Affleck directed Batman movie, which would have been great.
Yeah,
What was that movie he did? The Town?
yeah,
Holy shit. Have y'all seen that?
yeah,
That shit's good.
yeah.
So
I mean,
him
a lot of
directing a fucking Batman movie that he's starring in, like, dude, he would have, he would have took his time on it. It would have been good. You know what I'm saying?
your time on
But
me.
the internet ruined that. That's all that happened because it was set to happen. And then those movies came out, and the internet was like, "No." But the
Not on my watch.
DC needs to work on tying shit together. You know,
I don't
like
think they're gonna do that.
like Marvel did the last fucking 10 years.
Well,
They need to work on it.
they've already come out and said that they didn't want to worry about trying to create this elaborate universe.
Oh, okay.
They said that like right before Wonder Woman came out, I think. Which I get it. Look, I understand. But at the same time, like, what are you going to be building to? I think that what's keeping all these asses in seats over at Marvel isn't it's 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 the quality of the film, but more so it's the idea of like this is building to something
Yeah,
that we've never seen before. So,
that we've
you
only
know,
seen in books.
yeah.
Well, like
So,
that, they've able to make it to where almost like Marvel can put out movies that are not necessarily a complete story anymore.
yeah.
Um,
Do you guys think
yeah,
that they're thinking quality
I
over
mean,
quantity?
because if you think about it, Infinity War is not a complete movie.
No.
Neither really was Endgame.
It was two halves of a whole coin.
What?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a bloody nose. What happened? My nose bleeding. Two halves of a whole coin or a half coin?
Yeah,
What'd you say?
two sides of a coin. Dude, I didn't sleep at all last night. That fucking dog would not quit fucking, and it's deaf, and it didn't know how loud it was being.
Yeah.
So like, I'm fucking
So
barely
glad it's
alive.
gone.
Well, I mean, yeah, kind of. At the same time, I'm super fucking tired.
Let me
I
throw
didn't.
some stuff at y'all before we get out. You didn't what?
I didn't. I think I went to bed at like 3 or 4 and got up at 6. You know.
Yeah.
So,
Ouch.
All
yeah.
right, look. The Godzilla versus King Kong rider compares fight to Rocky versus Ivan.
Oh my god.
That's what he compares their fight to.
That sounds amazing.
All right. Here I got some more. I got some honorable mentions. MCU Spider-Man 3 may include Venom, not Deadpool.
Wow.
You cut out. Got some more. I'm not going into the articles, reading headlines. Alien Covenant sequel reportedly being written, Ridley Scott to direct.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm down.
Invincible Man reboot starts filming in July.
Who was cast as Invisible Man?
They don't say. They say it's been reboot. They ain't got that info on here. They just say it's happening.
Do you think that Spider-Man would be the best place to introduce Deadpool?
I do.
I mean,
do you think it should be Spider-Man or a?
It would. I feel like it would be dependent upon how much they're willing to let Ryan Reynolds get away with in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah. Well, I think that he could still be the character that he is, even if he has to keep it a little bit less than R-rated. I know people will be pissed about it, but at the end of the day, they can still get that character across without having to have him be so profane. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, in reality, he'll fit in fine. He just won't swear.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times have they made a Tony Stark wants to fuck Aunt May joke already?
Yeah. I know. So, do I think that he would be the best person for, or the best way to introduce him? Um, I don't know, man. I kind of felt
I
like,
say just keep him with the X-Men and make it a package deal.
yeah,
That's way you always think you're like he's gonna come in with the X Men, but what if he comes in on Spider Man and then he comes in on X Men? That already ties that shit together. Like bam,
well, you could
same
also look,
ballpark.
you could also look at it this way too. Like he had the time travel thing from Bishop, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if the time travel thing that he's fucking with causes him to swap over into a different reality?
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like we don't know the full extent of the situation, so
Yeah.
uh, but what would I rather see in a Spider-Man movie? Um, I'm not really sure. Like, would I rather see Deadpool or would I rather see Venom? At this point, I don't. It doesn't matter to me because I know they're both going to be so well done. I would like to see Venom and Spider Man fight, but I feel like I don't know if they get Tom Hardy involved in it and that happens, I'll be okay with
An
it. 'Cause,
all-out fight between the Tom Holland Spider-Man and the Tom Hardy Venom would look amazing if
yeah,
handled under Marvel Studios
yeah,
supervision. It would look probably fucking nuts.
yeah.
Todd McFarlane will walk away if he has to change the script too much. A few
From
days ago, Spawn.
Spawn.
Yep. If they make
Well,
him change it, he's walking away.
well, didn't Blumhouse like basically let him do whatever the
They
fuck he wanted to do?
did, but you know, dude, that dude's a fucking. He's out there.
Yeah,
So you
but
know when he comes in there with something, they're just gonna be like, well, you know, we let Kevin Smith make this one movie. Nah,
yeah,
you know they may try to be like, look, you know, we back in the Spawn movie, we give you a bunch of money. Like, can you do? And he's like, no, I can't. I'll walk away in a heartbeat. And
yeah.
he should. He needs to stand his ground.
I agree.
More
Well, I mean,
directors need to do this, even if it means losing your job.
yeah.
Stand your fucking ground. They're still pushing for this fucking Zack Snyder Justice League cut. They're still
Oh,
pushing, dude. They've even started a GoFundMe for suicide prevention, and they're really.
like to keep Suicide Squad from happening. What do you mean suicide
I
prevention?
think they're talking about because didn't his
His
daughter or something
daughter?
kill us?
Oh,
Because they're yeah.
oh,
I don't know how
I thought.
raising money for that'll stop it, but
Yeah, I mean,
but
kind of
Maybe,
something to
may,
do
maybe,
yourself.
maybe, maybe
gentlemen,
all the
there
fun.
is a Zack Snyder cut out there in the world. The movie was
Uh,
finished. That's the
there was an
sad thing
article.
about this is that movie was
There,
done.
there was an article a few months back that said that Momoa kind of confirmed it in an interview that there was.
He needs to leak it. He needs to get on a torrent site and leak that bitch.
Yeah, so that we can all
Why
watch it
won't they just let us see it, dude? Release the DVD. You'll make money.
because they don't want the "I told you so." You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
They
what's that
don't want.
guy that did the? Go ahead. What? They don't want the what?
Yeah, they don't want the "I told you so." They don't want people to be like, "Well, you shouldn't have fucking canned his ass or made him fucking walk away from it,"
Mm-hmm.
and and had Joss Whedon come in. Look at what you should have released. WB's trying to hedge all their bets on the fact that that movie's not ever going to come out because, I mean, a lot of people didn't fucking like Justice League, but if you put Justice League Zack Snyder style like in the same ballpark as what he did with Man of Steel and Batman v Superman, it may provide more context. You know what I'm saying?
It could be a better movie overall, possibly.
Or a better trilogy overall. Because think about how much context, how much fallout came from Man of Steel into Batman v Superman. The reason Batman was pissed, the reason that the world is the way it is, like all this stuff happened because of the actions, and then you don't really get any of that from Batman v Superman into Justice League, except for Superman being dead. You know, so I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. WB doesn't
Well, I
want that
agree.
to come out.
So
They're not.
James, WB's the one
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I mean,
because they
why
just
would?
don't want to get that backlash.
Yeah, I mean, they've
Yeah,
already
but
got it.
don't they love money? Ain't that their thing?
Yeah, but they love their fucking pride and ego.
Well, they
They're
don't have any
but it's
pride.
almost like they're almost still that market that sees all their big entertainment franchises like Batman and DC and the other DC properties and shit like that. They have such a big pool of content to pull from that really the superhero genre doesn't really mean fuck to them.
Yeah, sadly.
It does. It does. It's a big revenue creator, obviously, but they have all this other shit too. They
Yeah.
pretty much have the cartoon industry, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to them if the DC movies really succeed or fail, as opposed to with Marvel having their own company and that being their primary thing. Like, this is what we do. We make superhero movies.
Yeah.
So the Dark Phoenix may have the all-time worst X-Men box office opening ever. That's unfortunate.
Is it out?
I guess so. That's what they're saying.
No.
It's projected to have an opening weekend of around 50 million. That's for an X-Men movie. We're not talking about.
What,
Yeah.
for Dark Phoenix?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I want to throw a few other things out here. James Wan, Mortal Kombat reboot's going to be released in 2021.
I'm excited.
Yeah, can't wait to see that.
If they do it like adult, like that series, it's gonna be good.
Masters of the Universe movie gets a new 2021 release date.
Who's playing He-Man?
I don't think it says here.
Dolph Lundgren? Wasn't he the original one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 1987. Did you guys know this? I'm gonna make you feel old as fuck. The first Mortal Kombat movie that came out was 24 years ago.
Holy shit.
Wow, right?
What, 93?
Watched it in the theater.
94?
94. It should have been 94, I think.
God damn.
Watched it in was it? I think it was 96, right?
Was it 96?
I think it was, man. I saw it in the theater, dude. I think it was 96.
Dude, I don't think about it.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, man.
That'll make you feel old because you remember that bitch coming out.
Yeah, dude. You know what I remember coming out?
Twister?
And that I was so excited. Yeah, I remember that. I was so excited for was fucking The Lost World.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Bill Murray says he will appear in Jason Reitman's Ghostbusters 3. All he's got to do is ask, and he'll do it.
shit, yeah.
Oh, he'll be in it then, for sure.
Yeah.
There's no way he's not going to put him in that movie.
No.
There's something else we got to talk about. Endgame finally beat Avatar in the
Yes.
box office.
Thank God.
Avatar has been knocked down from its fucking 10-year reign. It came
Thank
out in
God.
2009. Here it is, 10 years later. Avatar's been beat. Now, here's the thing. Titanic was beat by, was it Batman? I think it was The Dark Knight Rise, or just The Dark Knight.
I think it was The Dark Knight.
Yeah, we all thought Dark Knight was going to beat that. I thought it was going to beat Avatar.
I did too.
But I'm glad.
Yeah.
Really.
Fuck Avatar.
Yeah. He waited about 10 years too long.
Yeah.
Who's the guy that did the because I can't ever say this motherfucker's name right, so I'm not gonna try. You know the guy, What We Do in the Shadows. He did the Thor movie.
Oh, Taiki Watiti.
Watiti. Okay.
Yeah.
He's gonna do an Akira movie, a live action Akira movie.
I'm excited.
I mean,
Which,
if he is he gonna do it his style?
I hope
Is
so.
there room for comedy there? Because I don't know anything about Akira.
Yes.
Oh,
No, yeah, we watched it, dude.
yeah, we watched it. Remember?
Oh, the one where they fucking was on the football field and that thing come up out of the ground. Oh, okay. Holy shit.
Yeah.
He's gonna do that movie.
The one with the fucking old baby people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that badass red bike that dude drives.
That's gonna be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
If anybody can pull it off, it'll be him.
Yeah. He's got such a good, distinct visual style.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
which is gonna be. Well, if you think about how batshit crazy some of the visuals in Ragnarok were, like, I just don't know if they're gonna go. I don't know if they're gonna go full on, like, faithful with Akira's storyline.
Well, it's gonna be 2 movies, so I think they're gonna have to be able to. I can see them doing there. Yeah. Well, I think that they can do one movie.
You think they'll go that far to make it to where he just nopes the fuck out of existence?
Yeah, I think so. I think we're ready for it. Endgame happened. Yeah, we're ready for it.
Because I'm ready. I mean, I'm ready for something like that.
Speaking of that guy, Adam, you gotta tell Travis about that episode.
About the cameo?
Episode. Yeah, dude.
All right, look, dude. The guys, they do something that they're not supposed to do. The people living in the house and this, because they're different people. You got 2 guys and a girl, and then you got the social vampire and the familiars, but they do something, so they're summoned by like the vampire council because they did something wrong, so they got to go on trial. So they show up, and when they go into this room, it's the guys from the original, and then they're like, all right, we're gonna do roll call. He's got like a little clipboard, and he's like, we got Paul's here, and it cuts over. It's fucking Pee Wee Herman, dude. But he's not dressed up as Pee Wee Herman. You know what I'm saying? He's got like long hair and fangs, and he's just like, I'm here. He's like, we got fucking Danny, and it's Danny Treyu, and he's like, I'm fucking here, man. Like, because I'm guessing they're doing all these people that played vampires in movies. You remember Dust Till Dawn? He was a vampire, right?
Yeah.
All right, and then they cut to, let's see, there was some chick there. She was in some kind of vampire movie. I can't remember. Like, who else did I say?
Blade.
Oh, they're like, all right, we got fucking Wesley on Skype, Wesley. And then it's Blade, and he's on Skype, and he's like, why is this thing so, the connection's bad. There's a delay. And they're like, you have bad Wi-Fi. And he's like, no, I got good Wi-Fi at home. I got the best Wi-Fi. This is hotel Wi-Fi. It's shit. But they're going to put him on trial, That whole scene, dude, hilarious. That whole episode, that's where he's like, what did he say? He said, some more ravens. What did he say?
All these ravens are giving me the shit.
Yeah, dude, there's like 300 ravens on the yard because that's how they summoned you. He's like, all these ravens are giving me the shits. That's what he said, dude. He said it just like that, too. All these ravens are giving me the shits.
That motherfucker's delivery is so good.
He's really good on this show. But that episode right there, and I can't tell y'all why they're in trouble because I don't want you to know because it's something that drags out a few seasons and then it happens here. But they take out the supreme vampire leader. He wants to go out night on the town. He's like, I want a pizza pie. And they're like, no, you can't eat food, right? He's like, I always hear this pizza pie. I want to try pizza here in New York. And he eats a piece of this pizza, dude, and then he throws up so fucking hard. It shoots him like 200 feet.
Because of the garlic.
Yeah, well, you can't eat. He just shoots up against the wall. They're like, we told you couldn't eat that. And he's like, it was worth it, And then they suck some dude's blood at a nightclub. that's high on like Molly or something. So they're all high and fucked up, you know.
That's fucking hilarious.
It's really funny. The show's hilarious. I give it a star already. I mean, it is what it is. I don't know how long it'll be around. You know, I don't expect it to go forever. You know, it
Yeah.
might get 2 or 3 seasons because it's very kind of got that British humor vibe.
Yeah.
Very dry.
Yeah, but it's still like it's the dude that plays. You remember, you know, in the original, you had the guy that was running the house. All right, everybody, we're having a meeting in the library. You know, the guy that
Yeah.
they have in this one is Nando the fucking Terrible, and he's like 10 times the pussy the other dude was. You know what I mean? Like really, dude. Like Nando the Terrible. He's like, I was banished from my country. I was raping and pillaging. Turns out you can't rape and pillage. They don't like that. Pillaging. Funny, man. But that scene when they come in there, you're just like, oh God, it's everybody.
Fucking amazing.
Pee Wee Herman's just standing there like Danny
What
Trejo.
the
I'm just
fuck?
like, how the fuck did they get all these people in this room?
Right.
I'm pretty sure there was somebody else there, but I can't remember. But I'm laughing, man. I've laughed a lot at that show. That's one of those shows. I hope I get 5 seasons, but
Yeah.
I already know. Like that's you know, there's just no
Might be
way.
lucky to get 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably get 2. Lucky to get 3. But either way, at least it was made. These ravens are giving me the shits. That's what he says. And then that bitch shows up and she's like, you didn't answer our ravens. And they're like, we don't know how, you know. And she's like, you just look at the raven and go, we'll be there. Thank you. And the ravens leave.
That's fucking hilarious.
Funny, man.
3 days. Well, 2 days. 3 days. What is today? Tuesday?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So 3 days. Godzilla King of the Monsters. And I'm probably not
I
gonna
feel
get.
like this is a theater movie, y'all.
I'm gonna go definitely go watch it, but I'm not sure when I'm gonna
Can't
be.
be opening weekend for sure.
Same here. I'm hoping I can maybe try to catch it this weekend.
Well, after I watched that Kong movie, I was like, damn, should have watched this in
Yeah.
a theater.
I know, right?
I've read a couple of spoiler-free reviews, and they've all said that it's just packed with all really, really good monster action, good visuals.
It's the best kind of visual.
It's a good time to be alive, guys.
It is Godzilla, and I keep seeing ads for it everywhere, and I'm so happy.
Yeah.
We're finally getting the Godzilla movie.
I just can't. I can't wait to just sit there and just watch the fight between him and Ghidorah, because you know they're gonna just fucking beat the piss out of each other.
I like in that trailer when it cuts to the Asian dude. He's like, gosh, yeah,
These ravens are giving me the shits.
Yeah, that's a sound clip.
These
dude.
all these kaijus are giving me the
Godzilla's
shits.
giving me the shits. Way he said it, man. Dude,
I don't know
that
if
had
they
to be
have any-
improv. Like, who comes up with that? You know what I mean? Who writes that line down? He's like, then he says these ravens are giving me the shits. There's no way.
No.
He had to just say that. Guarantee you there was a lot of loose improv room here. But you guys, dude, when you see Colin, dude, even Colin, when they get to the vampire council, the fucking social vampire that lives, he's not even really a vampire. He just feeds off of people. He just bores them to death and feeds off of it. He's just like, yeah, I got these new business cards in. If you'll look right here, down here at the bottom, then 45 minutes later. And then that's when I went back to Arkansas. And they're like, I'm just drained. He's just taking all my energy away. He's so boring. But when they get there, they're like, Colin, how the fuck are you here? And he's like, I don't know. They invited me. Like, there's one episode where they want to go to a council meeting, city council, because they want to take over Staten Island. Okay.
What the fuck?
So he's like, I know exactly what you guys can do. I know someone you can talk to. So he takes them. You know when you watch like public access and you see them having a council meeting and people come in, they're like, they need to fix the pothole on Road 44. You know.
Yeah.
He takes them to one of those, and he's like, I come here every week. Watch this. He's like, I love the back and forth between her and him. Watch, this is amazing. It's like the most boring shit ever, right? And Nando gets up there. Nando the Terrible, and he's like, we want to take over Staten Island, you know. We want to enslave all the women and children, rape and pillage, you know. And they're like, sir, this is, after he says all of this shit, pillage, he gets up there and reads this crazy note about how they want to take over, that the vampire race is going to, you know, take over everything. They're like, sir, this is a meeting about, like, roads and something else, parks. You need to come back to the other meeting next week. And he's like, oh, okay. And they're like, damn it, Colin, why'd you bring us here? It's funny, man. Rape and pillage. And this dude, in the one episode, he's like, he finds out that his home was destroyed, where he's from. And it's some crazy ass place. Like, I can't even remember the name. But they like look it up. Colin Googles it. And he's like, it was destroyed in like 1541. And he's like, my home, you know. And he's like, they're like, why did you leave? And he's like, well, they kicked me out because, you know, I'm Nando the Terrible. I was raping and pillaging. They didn't like it. So they kicked me out. But he's like, his familiar's like, boss, why don't you just get your American citizenship? And he's like, I can do that? And he's like, yeah, you can be a part of America. It'll be your home. And then it cuts to him. And he's like, they're like, do you remember? He's like, apparently you started this process in 1993. And then he's like, 1993, what happened then? And it cuts to him standing in this room. And he's like, that's the year that this basketball team played in the Olympics. And he's got like a shrine set up. He's like, he loved this. He's like, these were my boys. He's wearing the jersey. Like, it's funny, man.
It's fucking hilarious.
Funny show. Like, full of just like lines for days.
Yeah.
So many lines. If you binge watch it, you got to write them down, dude.
Holy shit.
It's just full of shit. What's our next movie?
Man, I don't remember. I didn't write it down.
Let's see. We had, because we did that thing with Shazam.
What was the?
Oh, okay. What you call it was first.
What?
Glass.
Yeah.
It was Glass, Shazam, that fucking Asian moon movie. What was it called?
Yeah.
Adam
Jupiter.
G, what's up? Got a couple brain cells left.
Wasn't there another one?
I just out-remembered Griffin. We were going to do, after that, we were going to do the Bond movies. Here's the thing, fellas. All right? Because some new shit has come to light. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we can do that. What's that movie called? Jupiter Ascending? What's it called?
No, it's
World Engine? I'm just calling it World Engine. We can do World Engine next week. But after that, Us is out. It's available. Now, as much as I want to watch these James Bond movies,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They ain't going nowhere. And the other one's a little more current.
Yeah.
Do y'all want to do that? Do y'all want to watch the...
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
What was that movie called, Travis, where they try to move the Earth?
The Wandering Earth.
That's it. So we'll watch that next week, and then the week after we'll do Us.
Has Hellboy made an appearance yet?
Nah.
Damn it. I want to watch it so bad.
I will say this about The Wandering Earth, like a pre-review. Yeah. The movie is good. It's about a little over 2 hours long, but it is also a slow build. So, with that in mind, I would not be surprised if either of you, were like, I had to get this done in 2 watchings, like 2 sittings.
Oh, okay. That's just he's dropping it.
I can't do that. I can't watch a movie split between two separate time
You
periods.
never do that?
Never.
You start it, you finish it.
But it is.
What if
but
someone
however,
dies? You're like,
Mm,
nope, hang on.
If somebody dies,
I got 30 more minutes.
if I get interrupted during a movie, when I get ready to finish it, I will restart it from the beginning.
Dude, for real?
Yeah, I'm real strict on that shit. Like
Holy
if I
shit,
start,
man.
But
yeah,
well,
All right, then.
be that as it may, though, I will say the movie's visually awesome, though.
right.
So,
I mean,
so you're in for probably
You're
the
in for a
the
visual treat.
best. Yeah, the best. I mean, the best use of foreign CGI I've seen so far in a movie.
like, how
Or-
often do y'all start and stop movies?
what?
It's one of those things where if I do it, it's because I'm
have
watching
to.
it at work or something and I have to.
Yeah.
But it's not one of those, like, I don't normally do this, like, stop the movie and then I'm like, days.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
no.
What was the question, Griffin? You were breaking up, man. On my
Like,
end.
how often do you start and stop a movie? Like on average, would you say?
How often do I do that?
Yeah.
Not that often.
Will you get up and walk away from a movie while it's playing? And go
Me?
get something or do something, go to the bathroom and leave it
Well,
playing?
I mean,
I'll pause.
I mean, I know the pause button exists, but I'm just like,
Mm-mm.
Only gonna take
If
a
I-
second.
If I got to fart really loud, I'll pause the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I'm bad about rewinding shit. I'm like, I gotta say that again.
Yeah.
well, see, this is how it works for me sometimes, or most of the time. If it's a particularly long movie, I'll start it, and if I start to get tired, like I usually watch my movie before I go to bed at night.
Right.
So if you
If
start
it-
to get tired and start not giving a fuck, you're like, all right, I need to pick this
If
up
I
later.
what I do is if I get tired, I make a point. If I feel like my eyes are getting heavy, I make a point to see how much is left of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
If it's longer than 30 minutes, I'll pick it up.
Mm.
Griffin's
I'll pick
like,
it up. Well, no, not 30.
Griffin
No,
Bible.
not 30. More like an hour. I feel Griffin's judgment.
Yeah.
No, I'm not judging. I mean, it takes all, you know, all people to rotate.
Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. If it is a goddamn good movie, I will ride
You'll
it the
sit
fuck
there
out.
like, yeah, well, if it's
if-
that
if
good,
it-
you ain't going to be sleepy because you're just like,
If I'm having to check the time, then it's not.
yeah.
It's. I'm usually watching like a drama or
I don't
something.
know, though, man, because sometimes, like in Endgame or Aquaman, I was checking the time because I'm like, how much of this badass do I have left?
Right.
Did y'all do that? Where you're like, how much badass we got left? Holy shit, we're only an hour in. Woo!
Well, my thing too is like if I'm watching a movie, I don't check my phone. So I'll use because my thing is like if I'm gonna watch this, I know going in it's gonna last X amount of time. So the movie's gonna go off. I'm gonna start it at this time and it's gonna go off at this time. I'll check time to see what time it is. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When I watched Endgame in theaters, I cut my phone the fuck off.
Yeah. Well, so whenever I watch
Like-
them at home, I just set my phone down, and unless it's something urgent, super
Yeah.
important, then I'm
Fuck
not
off.
answering. Yeah, I'm not doing anything. I mean, it's just when I watch a movie, I'm in it to win it because I don't want to miss a thing.
Yeah.
Don't want to close.
Yeah.
my
I was
eyes. Don't want to fall
asleep.
cause I miss you, baby.
God damn.
So, yeah, that's how I watch movies, though, man. I think
I
I
can
mean,
remember
honestly,
the last
I-
movie
I-
that I started and I had to stop it and then pick it up a few days later. I can remember the last movie. Y'all know what it was?
Neon Demon.
Nah, it was a long one, dude. And I was just because I started it so late, and I started falling asleep because I was laying down in the bed watching it. It was Batman versus Superman. It was a long movie, dude. And when I got so far into it, I was like, I gotta stop this because I'm falling asleep. And I'm like, I can't. I think I fell asleep and it kept going.
Right.
But a few days later, I just picked it up. I didn't restart it though, but I still loved it.
Right.
Griffin's like, he's gonna make me walk. Shame! They're ringing the bell.
Like if I'm gonna watch the Hateful Eight extended, 4 episodes, I'm watching all 4 of them in one go.
Mm-hmm. All of them.
I'm set. Yeah, I'm dedicating time.
I feel like
for
you
that.
have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that one in one sitting.
Yeah, but like even anything like Endgame, I didn't go pee either of the 2 times I watched Endgame.
If I go to the theater, I ain't doing that shit. I'll be
You
like
know
sitting there
how-
holding my shit at the end of the
crazy.
movie, like.
Here's what's crazy. I didn't go either times either, and one of those times I watched it at home. Like I was just like,
When I go to a theater, I won't get soda or water or anything. I won't do it.
I got
for the fear of having to use the bathroom.
Well, I got something the second time we went because I can afford to go during that.
You could,
but
did you?
Not the. No, hell no.
Hell no.
I'm in it to win.
You said it was even better the second time.
Yeah. Would you agree with that, Trav?
absolutely.
So, do y'all want to watch this trailer? Because I'm fucking falling asleep.
Now, I've seen this trailer, and the movie looks like it's probably going to be a turd.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all got to see what they're doing here. What do you think they're doing?
Supervised?
Yeah.
Superhero grocery store?
All right.
Possibly. I don't know, man.
When I saw this, I just thought I'd get you guys to watch it.
I see the description.
Don't read the description.
I'm thinking discount X-Men.
I'm thinking Bubba Hotel. Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, play. Y'all know what I mean by Bubba Hotel. Retired superheroes, dude. Old folks home. Check them out. It's a foreign dude for sure. Look, Hero Day. Look, it's fucking dude. The plot thickens. See Bubba Hotep. And they gotta fight the fire crotch. So it looks like a turd, dude. Who the fuck is he supposed to be? Stable boy? Ultimate. So that's happening.
I'm kind of interested in.
It's rated R.
kind of interested in watching it.
This is a cool idea.
Just
Yeah.
to see where it goes.
Yeah, just you know.
Why not?
If anything, it's so bad it's good.
Yeah.
All right, so next week we're gonna do what's it called again? This is a Netflix movie,
The
right?
Wandering Earth. Yeah.
And you said they had it dubbed?
Yes.
Fucking right.
I will be watching the dub as well.
Yeah, for sure. All right, guys.
Pay attention to the way the like there's a scene where the main character is sharing a cell with someone. It's this blonde haired character. Just pay attention to the way the dub's voice actor talks like him. It's fucking hilarious. He does little mannerisms and says shit that's fucking hilarious.
Shit, sold America.
Sold American.
But
Sorry.
All right, guys, keep it real. Checks in the mail.